Have you ever felt invisible? You're the one who always says yes. The one who stays late at the office to fix someone else's mistake. And the one who is perpetually available for every family emergency. You tell yourself that by being the nice person, by being accommodating, vocal, and helpful, you are building up a bank account of respect. You think that eventually, people will notice your sacrifice and pay you back in appreciation. But then, the promotion goes to the person who barely stays past 5. Your boundaries are stepped on at home by people who don't even realize they're doing it. You're interrupted in meetings, or worse. Your advice is ignored until someone else says the exact same thing 10 minutes later, and everyone cheers. Here is the hard, stoic truth. You cannot beg for respect. The moment you ask for it, you've proven you don't have it. The moment you demand it through anger or a loud voice, you've shown the world that you are easily manipulated by your own emotions. You are a puppet, and your strings are being pulled by the opinions of others. In your 30s, 40s, and 50s, you cannot afford to be a people pleaser. People pleasing is a survival strategy for children. It is not a leadership strategy for adults. The ancient Stoics, emperors, slaves, and advisors understood that respect isn't a gift people give you. It is a shadow cast by your own character. If the character is solid, the shadow is tall. Today, we are going to learn how to stop begging and start commanding. I'm going to share the 7 Stoic laws of self-respect that will make you unshakable, undeniable, and truly high value. If you're ready to reclaim your seat at the table, let's begin. Law 1. The power of the clean no. The primary reason people don't respect you is that you are too expensive for yourself and too cheap for others. When you say yes to every request because you're afraid of the friction of a no, you aren't being kind. You are being dishonest. You are telling the world that your time, your health, and your own life mission are less valuable than someone else's minor inconvenience. Epictetus, who was born into slavery and rose to teach emperors, said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Most people say yes because they are afraid of being judged. They are afraid someone will think they are not a team player or not a good friend. To command respect, you must master the clean no. A clean no is a refusal without an apology and without a long-winded excuse. When you apologize for saying no, you are signaling that you are doing something wrong. You are essentially asking for permission to have a boundary. A high-value Stoic doesn't ask for permission. A colleague asks you to take on a project that isn't yours while you are already at capacity. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just really swamped and my kid has a thing. Maybe if I finish early," you say, "I can't take that on. I am focused on my current priorities." When you stop over-explaining, people stop trying to negotiate your boundaries. They realize your no is a wall, not a door. When your time is hard to get, it becomes a luxury. Law 2. The discipline of silence. We live in an era of noise. We often think that if we speak more, we will be understood more. We think that by filling every silence in a conversation, we are showing our intelligence, our warmth, or our social value. But the Stoics, especially Zeno, believe that the more a person talks, the less they actually say. He famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we may listen twice as much as we speak." Loud people are predictable. They are transparent. They are easily managed because they reveal everything, their fears, their insecurities, and their needs within the first 5 minutes. But the person who can sit in a room, listen intently, and remain silent while everyone else is scrambling to be the loudest, that person has gravity. Practice the 3-second delay. When someone finishes speaking, don't rush to fill the gap. Wait 3 seconds. Look them in the eye. Use that time to actually process what they said rather than just waiting for your turn to talk. When you finally speak, make it count. Do not use 10 words where 3 will do. People respect the person whose words have weight. If you speak rarely, your words become gold. If you speak constantly, they become lead. Law 3. The indifference shield. Respect is often lost in the moment of emotional reaction. When someone insults you, challenges your authority, or tries to put you in your place, they are conducting a test. They are checking to see if you have an owner. If you get angry, they own you. If you get defensive and start justifying yourself, they own you. If you plead for them to understand, they own you. You have allowed their external noise to penetrate your internal citadel. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. To command respect, you must be a low-reactivity individual. High-value individuals are not easily rattled. When someone tries to pull your strings with a passive-aggressive comment, look at them with a neutral, calm expression. Think to yourself, how interesting that they feel the need to say that. By not mirroring their energy, you remain the higher status person. You are showing that your emotional state is a fortress they cannot breach. People do not disrespect the person who cannot be provoked into losing their cool. Your calm is your shield. Law 4. Competence over announcements. Many people try to command respect by announcing their value. They mention their titles, they remind everyone of how much they've done, and they constantly post their achievements on social media. The Stoics found this deeply insecure. Seneca noted that a truly great person doesn't need to describe their greatness. The results are the only evidence required. If you have to tell people you are the leader, you aren't the leader. Stop auditioning for respect. The moment you try to prove you are important, you prove that you feel you aren't. Instead, focus on inward excellence. Reinvent yourself in the dark. Let your business grow without the constant hustle updates. Let your character be so consistent and your work so undeniable that people have no choice but to acknowledge the result. High-value individuals are focused on the doing, not the showing. When you are truly competent, you don't need a megaphone. The world will find its way to your door. Law 5. The willingness to walk away. In any negotiation, whether it's a salary discussion, a friendship, or a romantic relationship, the person with the most power is the one who is genuinely willing to walk away. If you are terrified of losing the job, the approval, or the relationship, you will always be a servant to it. You will beg through your compliance and your fear of conflict. Stoicism teaches us a more fatty, the love of fate. If the job ends, that is fate. If the relationship fails, that is fate. If you realize that your character is your only true possession, you realize that no external thing, no matter how comfortable, is worth the price of your self-respect. You must develop walk-away power. This doesn't mean being dramatic, ghosting, or being impulsive. It means having a clear red line in the sand. If a situation is toxic to your soul or requires you to betray your values, you must be prepared to leave. When you are truly prepared to walk away, people can sense it. It creates a boundary of steel around you. People respect those who respect themselves enough to leave the table when respect is no longer being served. Law 6. The refusal to seek pity. Nothing kills respect faster than being a complainer. When you complain about your boss, your partner, or your bad luck, you are signaling to everyone that you are a victim. You are saying that the world is happening to you and you have no power over your own life. Pity is the opposite of respect. You can have someone's pity, or you can have their respect, but you can rarely have both. Marcus Aurelius told himself, "Everything that happens is either endurable or not. If it is endurable, then endure it." Stop complaining. Eliminate the language of the victim. If a situation is bad, change it. If you can't change it, endure it with dignity. When people see that you don't crumble under pressure, that you don't look for someone to blame or a shoulder to cry on every time something goes wrong, they begin to see you as a pillar. Pillars are respected because they remain upright even when the roof is falling. Law 7. The internal audit. The final and most important law is this: you cannot receive from the world what you do not first give to yourself. If you do not respect your own time, your own body, and your own word, no one else will. If you tell yourself you'll wake up at 6 a.m. to work on your reinvention, and you hit snooze 5 times, you have just lied to the most important person in your life. You have lost self-respect in the only place it truly matters, your own conscience. Perform a daily self-respect audit. Did I keep the promises I made to myself today? Did I allow someone to interrupt my focus without a valid reason? Did I speak more than I listened? When you build a track record of integrity with yourself, your confidence stops being fake. It becomes a grounded radiation. You no longer need to command respect from others, because you already have it from the only judge that matters, you. In conclusion, reinventing your life isn't about how people see you. It's about how you see yourself. When you stop begging for respect, you realize that you never needed it from them in the first place. You only needed the courage to stand by your own character. By the time you reach the end of this year, you should be a different person, not because you've changed your clothes or your job, but because you've changed your gravity. You are now a person who commands space. Which of these 7 laws do you need to apply today? Is it the clean no or the discipline of silence? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and our community here is growing because we are all choosing sovereignty over niceness. If you're ready to build a life of intention and unshakable self-respect, subscribe to Kindle Rise Motivation. We are walking this path to the inner citadel together. Be kind to your mind today. Your seat at the table is already yours.